At age 94, can you still have strong, healthy legs? You might be surprised to learn that with one vital nutrient, you can. But what is this key ingredient, and how can it help you maintain independence well into your later years? Most of us know that muscle strength naturally declines as we age, and suddenly, simple things like walking or climbing stairs can become huge challenges. But what if I told you there was a way to fight back against this inevitable decline? What if I told you there's a powerful vitamin that can help preserve your leg strength, mobility, and prevent falls, even as you age? Stay tuned, because the secret might just be something you've overlooked, and it's easier to fix than you think. The problem: age-related muscle loss and falls. As we grow older, one of the most concerning issues we face is the gradual loss of muscle strength, especially in the legs. It's something we don't often think about until it starts to affect us. But everyday tasks that were once second nature, like standing up, walking, or climbing stairs, become increasingly difficult.
And here's the real kicker. This loss of muscle strength doesn't just slow us down.
It puts us at a higher risk for falls. In fact, falls are the leading cause of injury among seniors. Studies show that 1 in 4 people over the age of 65 will experience a fall each year. It's a harsh reality, but the impact of muscle weakness and poor balance can be severe. If left unaddressed, it leads to fractures, hospital visits, and even the loss of independence. But what if there was a way to slow down, or even reverse this process?
The solution: vitamin D.
So what's the secret to maintaining strong, resilient legs as you age? The answer might surprise you. It's vitamin D. Yes, this vitamin, often associated with bone health, plays a crucial role in more than just keeping your bones strong. It's also essential for muscle strength and balance. Vitamin D supports muscle function by helping your muscles contract properly, which, in turn, helps you maintain the stability needed to stand, walk, and avoid falls. Without enough of this vital nutrient, the muscles in your legs can weaken, and your balance can deteriorate. This makes you more susceptible to falls, and that's the last thing we want, especially as we get older. In fact, research shows that individuals with low vitamin D levels have weaker leg muscles and slower walking speeds. But here's the good news. By maintaining optimal vitamin D levels, you can keep your muscles and legs strong and potentially lower your risk of falling.
Scientific proof: studies on vitamin D and muscle strength. You might be wondering, does vitamin D really make that much of a difference?
Well, the science speaks for itself. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that seniors who took vitamin D supplements were 23% less likely to fall compared to those who didn't. That's not a small number. Vitamin D was directly linked to stronger muscles and better balance. But it gets even more compelling. Another study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that low vitamin D levels were associated with weaker leg muscles and slower walking speeds. In simple terms, if you're not getting enough vitamin D, your legs won't be as strong, and your walking pace will slow down, which can lead to a whole host of problems, including an increased risk of falls. And it doesn't stop there. Did you know nearly 50% of people over 80 suffer from sarcopenia, an age-related loss of muscle mass? Vitamin D deficiency accelerates this condition, making it even harder to maintain strength and mobility as you age. The bottom line? If you want to keep your legs strong and your balance steady as you age, vitamin D is an absolute game changer. The prevalence of vitamin D deficiency in seniors. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so vitamin D is important, but how common is it for seniors to actually be deficient? Well, the numbers might shock you. Research has found that over 60% have insufficient levels of vitamin D. That's a staggering number when you consider that this one nutrient plays such a crucial role in muscle strength, balance, and overall mobility. And the consequences of vitamin D deficiency are serious. Seniors with low vitamin D levels are twice as likely to experience severe falls and fractures. This isn't just a minor concern. It's a significant health risk that can lead to loss of independence and serious injuries. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. This makes older adults especially vulnerable to deficiencies. So, even if you think you're getting enough sun, it might not be enough to maintain optimal vitamin D levels. That's why it's so important for seniors to actively monitor their vitamin D intake to ensure their bodies are getting what they need. Signs of vitamin D deficiency. So, how do you know if you're dealing with a vitamin D deficiency? The signs might be easier to spot than you think, and some of them are pretty common among older adults. One of the most noticeable symptoms is muscle weakness. If you find that your legs feel weak or unsteady, especially when standing up or walking, it could be a sign that your vitamin D levels are low. This weakness can make it harder to maintain your balance, putting you at greater risk for falls. But that's not all. Vitamin D plays a key role in bone health too. If your bones are weak, they may start to ache, especially in your legs, joints, or lower back. This can lead to discomfort that affects your daily activities. Another red flag is if you're noticing that wounds take longer to heal than they used to. Vitamin D is essential for tissue repair, so a deficiency can slow down the healing process and make you more vulnerable to infections. Lastly, frequent leg cramps, especially at night, are another symptom of vitamin D deficiency. These cramps can disrupt your sleep and interfere with your ability to stay active during the day. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, it's time to talk to your healthcare provider. A simple blood test can check your vitamin D levels and determine if they're in the optimal range. Ways to boost vitamin D levels. Now that we understand why vitamin D is so important and how to spot a deficiency, let's talk about what you can do to boost your vitamin D levels and keep your legs strong and healthy. The best way to get vitamin D is through exposure to sunlight. When your skin is exposed to the sun, it naturally produces vitamin D. Ideally, aim to spend 20 to 30 minutes outdoors in direct sunlight at least 3 to 4 times a week. But here's the catch. As we age, our skin's ability to produce vitamin D decreases. So, if you're living in a place with long winters or frequent cloud cover, getting enough sunlight can be a challenge. In these situations, a vitamin D lamp that simulates natural sunlight can be a great alternative. Now, if you're not able to get enough sunlight, don't worry. There are other ways to boost your vitamin D intake. One of the easiest methods is through your diet. Foods like fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines, and tuna, egg yolks, and fortified dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese are excellent sources of vitamin D. But here's something interesting. Did you know that mushrooms are the only plant-based food that can naturally create vitamin D when exposed to sunlight? So, if you're a vegetarian or vegan, mushrooms can be a valuable addition to your diet. If food alone isn't enough to meet your needs, supplements are a reliable way to ensure you're getting enough vitamin D. Supplements and dosage. For many seniors, getting enough vitamin D from sunlight and food alone just isn't enough. That's where supplements come in. They're often the most reliable way to ensure you're meeting your daily vitamin D needs, especially if you live in a place with limited sunlight or have dietary restrictions. When it comes to supplements, not all forms of vitamin D are created equal. Vitamin D3, also known as cholecalciferol, is the most effective form, as it's better absorbed by the body compared to vitamin D2, ergocalciferol. For seniors, the recommended daily dosage varies depending on age. Adults between 50 and 70 should aim for 600 IU, international units, of vitamin D per day. But for those over 70, that number increases to 800 to 2,000 IU per day to maintain optimal bone and muscle health. Keep in mind that vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it's best absorbed when taken with meals that contain healthy fats. So when you take your vitamin D supplement, consider pairing it with a meal that includes avocado, nuts, or olive oil. Before starting any supplement, it's important to consult with a healthcare provider to determine the right dosage for your specific needs. Your doctor can help you assess your current vitamin D levels and suggest an appropriate supplement routine tailored to your health goals. The power of magnesium. Did you know that magnesium plays a crucial role in helping your body use vitamin D effectively? That's right. No matter how much vitamin D you're getting from sunlight, food, or supplements, your body needs magnesium to activate it. Magnesium is essential for the proper function of muscles and bones, and it works hand in hand with vitamin D to improve absorption. Without enough magnesium, your body can't properly utilize the vitamin D you're taking, which can limit its effectiveness. Fortunately, it's easy to increase your magnesium intake through your diet. Some of the best sources of magnesium include leafy greens like spinach and kale, whole grains such as brown rice and oats, and nuts and seeds like almonds and pumpkin seeds. For those who find it challenging to get enough magnesium from food alone, a magnesium supplement might be a good option. When taken alongside vitamin D, magnesium helps enhance bone health, muscle strength, and overall mobility, making it a perfect partner for vitamin D in your quest for strong, healthy legs. Time frame for results. So, how long does it take to start seeing results from boosting your vitamin D levels? It's important to manage expectations, as improvements won't happen overnight. But with consistency, you'll notice changes over time. Within just 2 weeks of increasing your vitamin D intake, you may start experiencing less muscle cramping and more energy. These early improvements are a good sign that your body is beginning to respond to the nutrient. After about a month, you should notice even more progress. Your legs will feel stronger, and you'll have improved balance, making those everyday tasks, like walking or standing up, easier and safer. But the real transformation takes about 3 months. By then, studies show that seniors who regularly take vitamin D experience a 31% reduction in falls, a 35% increase in muscle strength, and a 40% reduction in fractures. That's the kind of impact we're talking about when vitamin D is a priority. The key here is consistency. As long as you continue with your vitamin D regimen, whether it's through sunlight, diet, supplements, or all three, you'll maintain leg strength, reduce fall risk, and preserve your independence for years to come. Taking action. Now the best part about all this? You can start making changes today. There's no need to wait for tomorrow to prioritize your health, and the sooner you take action, the sooner you'll begin to see results. First, try to get outside for 20-30 minutes of sunlight a few times a week. Whether it's a walk around the block or just sitting on your porch, sunlight exposure is one of the simplest and most effective ways to boost your vitamin D levels. Next, take a look at your diet. Incorporate vitamin D-rich foods like fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified dairy into your meals. If you're vegan or vegetarian, mushrooms can be a great plant-based option to consider. If sunlight and diet alone aren't cutting it, consider adding a vitamin D3 supplement to your routine. Aim for 800 to 2,000 IU per day, depending on your age and health needs, and always take it with a meal that contains healthy fats for optimal absorption. Don't forget magnesium. By including magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens, whole grains, and nuts, you'll improve the effectiveness of your vitamin D supplementation. Lastly, be proactive about checking your vitamin D levels. A simple blood test with your healthcare provider can help you track your progress and ensure you're maintaining the right levels. As you've seen, staying strong and mobile as you age doesn't have to be a struggle. With one simple but powerful nutrient, vitamin D, you can maintain leg strength, improve balance, and reduce your risk of falls. At 94, you don't have to feel frail or dependent. By prioritizing your vitamin D intake, whether through sunlight, food, supplements, or a combination of all three, you can preserve your independence and continue living an active, healthy life for many years to come. The key is taking action now. Don't wait for your legs to feel weak or your balance to deteriorate. Start boosting your vitamin D levels today, and you'll be setting yourself up for a healthier tomorrow. So, are you getting enough vitamin D? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to share this video with others who might benefit from this simple, life-changing information. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Stay informed and empowered on your health journey by subscribing to our channel, because your health matters.